Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. You can hear those birds, deep divers, singing beautifully. We are out here in the heart of nature. Another beautiful, glorious day, deep divers. Take that, take that, take that. Good ass energy I'm sending you. What are we doing? Raising the frequency. You better be. Raising the vibration. We got butterflies floating around. Let's breathe. That was refreshing, deep divers. Let's go. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Now, I want you to see this video like as if I'm FaceTiming you right now, deep divers. If you are watching this, this is your confirmation the universe is sending the right people into your life right now. All you have to do is give thanks. Now, deep divers, this video is entitled Shanquella's Justice, right? Shanquella Robinson. Frenemies. Now, who is Shanquella Robinson? We're going to get into the story, deep divers. She was a 25-year-old woman from North Carolina, Charlotte, who tragically lost her life, allegedly murdered by her so-called friends in Mexico, suffered from a broken neck, ruptured spinal cord. And this story really touched me because I'm like, oh, we got to talk about this because there's a lesson to be learned from this unfortunate situation. First and foremost, I want to send condolences to Shanquella's family. If you're watching, the Infinite Waters family is sending you much blessings in this hard time. And I'm like, how can I contribute? How can I contribute, deep divers? That's what I was thinking. And I'm like, I'm going to make a video about this. I'm going to make sure we get justice for Shanquella. If you support the real, hit that like button. Deep divers, if you want justice for Shanquella Robinson, I want all of you to hit that like button right now. I'll wait. Now, shout out to Kyrie as well, who sent the family $65,000. I saw the video of Shanquella's father, and he said, you can only, in my mind, I'm like, gosh, I can't even imagine what he's going through. He said, you don't know what this is doing. You don't know what this does to a father, losing his daughter. A father is not supposed to bury his daughter. It's supposed to be the other way around. So what's the story, deep divers? The 28th of October, she lost her life, Shanquella Robinson, in Mexico, in a hotel room. And she went with a group of so-called friends to Mexico, and she didn't make it back home to North Carolina. They did, though. When they came back, when the friends came back, they said it was alcohol poisoning. But then a video emerged of Shanquella getting beaten up by a friend she was traveling with. And we now know from the autopsy, she suffered from a broken neck, spinal cord damaged, horrific. And I'm like, we got to talk about this because there's this whole theme of frenemies. I always say, be careful of your circle before they hurt you. Be careful of people you call friends because sometimes they're actually snakes in disguise. Slow motion this side. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? So, become your greatest version, deep divers. I always tell you, in any situation, even if it's tragic, you can always take a lesson from it. And we can take a valuable lesson from this. Be careful of who you surround yourself with. Now, as a psychologist, as a criminologist, I'm going to dive deep into this because I saw this story and I'm like, oh my gosh, why didn't the Mexican authorities lock those terrible so-called friends up? Because what happened, deep divers, they left her there in the hotel after beating her up because they're cowards. That's what cowards do. Cowards light the flame, they can't handle the smoke. Slow motion this side. They light the flame, they can't handle the smoke. They throw rocks, then they hide their hands because they're cowards. And her friends, after realizing they had allegedly just killed her, after beating her up, Denajane, Winter, Khalil, Cook, they should be ashamed of themselves. But you see, that's what cowards do. They never take accountability. When I watched the video, it was very hard to watch, but I had to watch it just to see what was going on. The person recording that video was supposed to be her best friend, Khalil. He's in hiding right now because he's a coward. He was filming his so-called best friend getting ambushed, beaten up. What did he say? He said, aren't you going to fight back? Are you just going to stand there and do nothing? And guess what Shanquella said? No, I'm not going to fight back. And it was painful to see her getting blows to the head. It was like, boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. And I can see, okay, she suffered from a broken neck because they're saying that actually after she got beaten up by allegedly Denajane, Winter lifted her up by the neck and just dropped her, which resulted in a broken neck and she never got up again. There's an African proverb which goes like this, deep divers. When a child commits, and that's what they were, children, because the friends that did this were apparently 23 or so. Shanquella was 25, but those 23-year-olds, they were children, immature. And the African proverb goes like this. When a child commits a terrible act, blame the parents. Now, let me tell you this, that let's get justice for Shanquella. Hit that like button, deep divers. But there's a valuable lesson to be learned. It's starting to feel like that old Infinite Waters, deep divers, because we're out here and I'm about to go in. Frenemies. You see, be careful of who you call a friend, because sometimes even the ones you call my best friend, you don't know them. Now, Shanquella, when I took a look at her Instagram, she had two businesses. She was braiding children's hair. She had a clothing company. She had things going on for her. She was very successful for 25. She was really manifesting big. Khalil Brown, in her story, she said, oh, that's my good friend, right? My best friend. He was supposed to be protecting her in Mexico. Instead, he was recording her murder. He was no best friend. He was laughing, world star. And that's what's happening to today's generation They're sick. Instead of getting help for her, they left her there in the hotel room for someone to find her, the maid to find her at 3 o'clock, because they're on demon time. And I told you, be careful of who you say, oh, that's my best friend. No. They smile in your face. All the while they want to take your place. I said they smile in your face. All the while they want to take your place, because you see, the people she was with, I'm not going to call them friends, the people she was with were not her friends. Khalil betrayed her. He wasn't a best friend. He wasn't looking out for her. And you come to find out he was taking a loan out, $20,000. He was struggling. They were all struggling there. They weren't manifesting like Shanquella. They were jealous of Shanquella. It reminds me of Cinderella and the stepsisters. You know, Cinderella got the Prince Charming. The stepsisters were jealous. So they tried to sabotage Cinderella. That's what happened with Shanquella. They were jealous of Shanquella's success, her great personality, and she was outshining them. I actually watched a video, Deep Divers, and I started to notice that actually they're not her friends, because they were all sitting at the table. The three friends, Winter, Denajane, the other one, they were all bunched together, and Shanquella was just on the other side of the table recording them. Also, Shanquella went and when they were in the hotel said, hey, let's go swimming. She had to find them in the room. They were all plotting and scheming. They didn't like her. They didn't like her. And that's what we call frenemies. You think they're your friend, actually they're your enemy. And that's why you have to be careful when we talk of becoming your greatest version. Ask the universe to send in the right people who have pure intentions into your life, because a lot of the times you might think they're your best friend. You might think they're your friends, but really, they don't like you because you are outshining them. Every time they see you, they see what they could never be. They see what they're not doing in life. They see that they're failing and you are succeeding. They can't handle it. And sometimes you outshine people. Sometimes people are afraid of your greatness. This is what happened in Shanquella's case. They were not friends. They were snakes. They were not her friends. They were frenemies. I wrote down this, deep divers. Surround yourself with people who have something to lose. Slow motion this side. Say it again, Ralph. Surround yourself with people who have something to lose. Those so-called friends had nothing to lose because they didn't like themselves. They didn't love themselves. They didn't like the life they were living. That's why they committed that atrocity. And that's why they ran away, because they had nothing going for them. This is a lesson. When we talk of becoming your greatest version, be careful of the people you surround yourself with. I told you, highly successful people keep a small circle for a reason. Go and watch that video. The reason why I'm still here is because I'm mindful. Hey, Ralph, I'm your friend. I'm like, hey, I don't know you. I don't know you. Because you see, a lot of people are afraid of your greatness. Many people are afraid of your greatness. That's why successful people surround themselves with other successful people. It's because it's a law that a lot of people become jealous, envious. They're not manifesting. They're not producing. They're wasting their life away. You're doing something. Shanquella was doing something with her life. She had 2 businesses. She was going places. Her friends, they were struggling, jealous, envious. She was outshining them. They couldn't take it. They took her life. And let's pray for justice for Shanquella, because they said the FBI are getting involved. And like I say, 4 words: lock them all up. Let me tell you this, deep divers. Hurt people hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. Let me go into the mind of Dinajane, who attacked Shanquella. Let me go into the mind of Winter, who attacked Shanquella. They were hurt, and hurt people hurt people. They felt really powerful because they were together. They were a clique. They ganged up against her. 2 against 1. They were cowards. And her so-called best friend, Khalil, was filming the video. Some friend. With friends like these, who needs enemies? I said, with friends like these, who needs enemies? I said, with friends like these, who needs enemies? They were not real friends. And the trippy part about this and the spooky part about this is that Khalil and Shanquella, they were on other trips together. Khalil was with Shanquella's mum and her on a trip. Yet he's filming her, getting her life taken away. He posted that video most likely because he recorded the video. Because when they went back to North Carolina, the guilt must have been eating him alive to say, oh my gosh, what have I done? A reporter said he went to the family and was saying, you know, he was shaking, looking a little bit shaky, baby, sweating, and it ate him alive. He must have posted the video to say, hey, look, because that's what happens. It all comes back to you. Karma has no menu. You get what you deserve. And I hope justice is found for Shanquella. But this is a lesson. Stop calling them your best friend. Stop calling them my great friend. They have to prove themselves, I told you. Those people you think are your friends are actually holding you back from being where you should be. Those people you call your friends are actually holding you back from where you know you should be. They are your biggest distraction. I tell you this, deep divers. If you're not helping me evolve, you're a distraction. What? Slow motion this side. Say it again, Ralph. If you're not helping me evolve, you're a distraction. If you're not helping me evolve, you're a distraction. You see, today's generation is lost because they have no guidance and they are desensitized. That's why they can take another life. And parents have to do better. And people have to do better. We all as a society have to do better to stop allowing this to keep happening. Frenemies. Hurt people hurt people. Frenemies. They smile in your face, but they talk behind your back. Frenemies. They lie on you. They lie on you. They steal from you. Those are frenemies. They plot against you. They scheme against you. And that's why I told you, ask the universe for guidance to send the right people into your life. A lot of people are not mature because a lot of people don't know who they are. A lot of people are ignorant. A lot of people are ignorant. Those so-called friends, they were ignorant. They had no value for life. That's why they took Shanquella's life away. When you value your own life, you don't take the life of someone else. But like I told you, this generation is not mature. A lot of women, that Denajane, she was smiling in her pictures like, yeah. But there was a monster inside. And it's because she doesn't know who she is. And you have to beware of people. Be aware. Beware of people like that. People need to mature. Women need to mature. Men need to mature. When I take a look at when I was in my 20s, compared to where I am right now, finding out who I am, learning about myself, finding out who I really am, I'm maturing and I'm evolving. I'm maturing and I'm evolving. But this generation, bruh, this, that, people are ignorant and need to mature to say, actually, all life is precious. But deep divers, beware of frenemies. Beware of people who need to heal from their trauma because they might take it out on you. Oh my gosh. The frustration Denajane had, Winter had, wasn't Shanquella's problem, but she became an innocent bystander. And that's what happens with frenemies. Sometimes you don't realize that how people treat you has nothing to do with you. It's a reflection of how people feel about themselves. Let me say that again. How people treat you has nothing to do with you. It is a reflection. It is a reflection of how they feel about themselves. They were hurting. They didn't like their life. That's why they took someone else's. And that's why every single day, don't just say, I've got this friend, that friend. Find out who people really are. You got to do a check. You got to scan your circle. You got to check your circle to say, do they deserve to be in my presence? Are they worthy to be around me? Right? That's why a lot of these, we are celebrities, but a lot of these celebrities in the Matrix, Jay-Z, Beyonce, you don't see them hanging out with other people like that. They're in, then they're out. Because they know that they got a lot to lose. Someone might meet them who has nothing to lose. And that's why you have to be careful who you surround yourself with. Surround yourself with people who are inspiring you to become your greatest version. Because like I told you, a lot of people are on demon time. A lot of the youth are still on demon time. They're not matured. They don't know about life. They're an Instagram generation. And that's the reason why they need healing. The music is trash. Programming them as well to be on demon time. It's all connected. And that's why I told you, wake up, live better, 7-day vegan challenge, eat to live, come into nature, meditate. Because this is how you really can be intuitive to say, actually, this person, nah, they're not good for me. They don't need to be in my life. You see, I saw a video of Shanquella. She was with her so-called friends, Khalil, Winter, Denajane. They were on the table together. And I saw another video where they were doing push-ups, right? Winter was doing push-ups. Denajane was doing push-ups. And Shanquella was just kind of saying, hey, you better work harder, almost joking to those so-called friends. They didn't take it as a joke. You can see they were pissed off. And this is what we have to remind ourselves of. Sometimes you can laugh to people, but inside they want to take your lights out. Shanquella was joking around with them when they were doing the push-ups, and they were pretending to be like laughing along with her, but inside they were like, we're gonna get her. She's pissing us off. She's really annoying. She's really outshining us. She's really so successful. We can't have that. We got to take her out of here. And that's what happened. Beware of people who, when you laugh to them, they're only pretending to be laughing back. And that's what happened in Shanquella's case. They weren't laughing with her. They were pretending And they were scheming. They were plotting. They were like, hey, we're going to get her. We're going to catch her off guard. And they were cowards because when Shanquella came out of the shower, that's when they attacked her. How low could they stoop? That's actually sexual assault. I'm a criminologist. I'm a psychologist. That's actually sexual assault. So remind yourself, frenemies, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. A lot of people are two-faced. And that's why you have to have discernment. You have to have this intuition. You have to be able to scan people's energy before it reaches that point to say, wait a minute, let me do an energy check. Nah, this person ain't good for me. They got to go. I'm an intuitive Pisces. I could already tell those friends were no good. Friends were no good. Why? Because they didn't know who they were. My people perish for a lack of knowledge. They were ignorant. They don't know about life. So they're going to take yours. And that's the reason why right now, let's send good energy to Shanquella's family. And I really do pray that justice is served. I'm going to be keeping an eye on this case. And deep divers, be aware of frenemies. Once again, hit that like button. If you want justice for Shanquella, hit that like button right now. Let's share this video, get it into the algorithm, and then just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? There. Beautiful deep divers. Let's breathe. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Go and check out the new book, Deep Divers, for more powerful, life-changing information that will help you become your greatest version. Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/the-book, the Bible of becoming your greatest version. Also, go and get the Good Ass Prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. And if you're a sexy ass model, woo, with a whole lot of heart, you want to model the clothing, well, go and buy some. Deep divers, be careful of your circle before they hurt you. And remind yourself, don't go where you are tolerated. Go where you are celebrated. Peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You, once again, hit that like button, deep divers. Leave a comment down below of gratitude, appreciation. Share this video and let me know how this video resonated with you. In fact, I might go live on this topic. You want me to go live, deep divers, about frenemies? You think they're your friends, they're not. Say, go live, Ralph. Go live, Ralph. One love, deep divers. Once again, send good energy to Shanquella's family right now. Justice must be served. One love. Peace.